Welcome back, everybody. Time for new beer review. Ecliptic Brewing in Portland, Oregon. Ecliptic was founded in the fall of 2013. Luna Kolsch style ale. This is what the can looks like. Unfortunately, I could not find this beer anywhere on their website. Brief snippet on an unrelated website that says the new seasonal will launch in early January and will be available through mid-March. The beer's delicate fruitiness and clean dry finish is the perfect kickoff for the new year. On the side here it says, this Kolsch style ale shines bright with a golden hue, crisp flavor, and dry finish. That's a little bit as written right there. Not much to see. This is a new release. It was announced in December 2018 and released January 2019. It's available January to March. I bought single cans of this. They cost me right around $2. They do not give any hints at all as to what is in the recipe. They usually use Pilsner malt, fermentable sugars, could be a little bit sweet, toasted, and bread and cracker notes. Outside that, they could be a bready malted biscuit or a victory, possibly a little bit of Vienna for maltiness, maybe something to retain body and head retention, such as a Kara Pilsner. Hops for true German beers are usually noble hops. They may be like a Tettnanger, a Hallertauer, it could be a Saaz, a Spalt, a Hirschbrucker. There's a number of them. Body style for a Kolsch tends to be light to medium body. This is 5.0% alcohol. I have no idea what the IBUs are. Kolsch is never a hoppy beer. It should not be. That's wrong for the style. Kolsch beers originated in Cologne, Germany. Floral notes in it. I usually find light, fruity notes. Possibly a little bit of a soft malty backbone. They should have a slight hint of sweetness. They are light to medium body. It should be more of, you notice the malt. The yeast should absolutely complement the malt and the hops. Straw, light golden, thin foam. It was a little bit thicker than that, but it died down very rapidly. Very light carbonation. I would almost venture to say it's undercarbonated. Largely clear, has a slight haze to it, not too much. Nothing floating in it, no sediment. I'm guessing that has been clarified a little bit, probably some kettle findings to it. I would guess this is likely a medium flocculating yeast. It is a nice color, even though it's very straw, which I just didn't expect that. Buttery tone to it, like a diacetyl. That's actually an off flavor, it's not an off aroma, but I'm noticing a little bit of that. That's not good. It has a complete lack of any aromas other than a little bit of buttery. It opens up in my mouth and paints primarily the roof, a little bit on my tongue, not a whole lot. Thin coating across it. I'm tasting light buttery notes, diacetyl. It tastes between light and medium body. After I get the coating on the top and bottom of my mouth of those diacetyl flavors, it doesn't really stick around much, it kind of leaves, but I do get a thin coating of light butter in there. It's not like I mean a stick of butter, but it just, there's nothing else there. I thought I might get a little bit of maybe the hops, some herbal, fruity notes, floral, anything. This is not a hoppy beer at all, doesn't even register. I'm not noticing any malty, sweet, candy, fruity, floral. I'm trying to detect a citrus tanginess in it. Bread, cracker, biscuit. No German characteristics from the yeast whatsoever. They say right here in this write-up that has a delicate fruitiness. Well, no, mine has a delicate butteriness to it. The mouthfeel is thin and a little watery. There are just no flavors here at all. This is a very disappointing beer. I think they felt pretty miserably here. Still opens up my mouth, coats top and bottom. I still get diacetyl out of it. As a matter of fact, it's a little more noticeable. It tastes like I have a thin layer of butter in my mouth. That buttery flavor sticks around, unfortunately, a little too long. It tastes between light and medium body. No hoppiness at all. Still no citrus, no fruitiness, floral. I don't get any sweet, malty, bread, biscuit, cracker, grain, nothing. I get absolutely nothing out of here except a thin coat of diacetyl and a little bit of carbonation. It does not have any German yeast ester characteristics whatsoever. Mouthfeel is still thin and a little watery. Basic recipe, no character to this. If you didn't tell me this was supposed to be a Kolsch, I would never guess it. I would say it's a bland pale ale. The only difference I can tell between the can and the glass is that off flavor, that buttery texture is just slightly more noticeable. I feel this has diacetyl in it. That's a result of removing the beer off the yeast too soon. The beer has to be left on the yeast cake a few days after fermentation is complete so it performs a diacetyl rest. I don't taste anything chemical, paint thinner, acetone, no rubbing alcohol, no fusel alcohols, no metallic, astringency, DMS, papery tones, just that diacetyl. Will I buy this again? No, I wouldn't. It's bland, it has an off flavor to it, and even if this is a one-off or they made a mistake with it, I'm still just not impressed at all. Will I recommend it? No, I will not. This is not even close to what a Kolsch should taste like. It's a bland pale ale in my book. Far below average, it has an off flavor to it. Probably one of the worst Kolsch beers I've ever had. Just terrible. Ecliptic Brewing, Portland, Oregon, Luna, German style Kolsch ale. Any comments, feedback, suggestions, or questions about beer? Send me a message. That's all for this review. If you like this video and find it useful, please like and subscribe. Prost! Since when is January spring? Generally though, let's see here, pour a little bit more here. Jesus Christ, this beer sucks. I taste this was left on, this was, okay, fuck! Found it helpful? Please, fuck, that's too slow.